Hey YouTube, JMetal here with a deck profile for my Shocking the Meta Watt deck. I came in first with my locals. I beat a hero deck, an Inzektor deck, and another hero deck. It's really consistent, and it has a lot of good plays and combos, and it's really like reserve play, which is good now. Plus priority's gone, so it's even better because none of these cards really get hurt by that. So here we go with the profile. 3-Watt Cobra. He's your main guy of the deck. You poke, add a watt, and then just keep summoning and poking for little bits of damage, and protecting him with your D-Prisons and your Mirror Forces and Messenger pieces. He grabs all your other watts, and he's just a good card. Next we got Watt Giraffe. He stops the Gores, Trigodia plays, and anything they want to do after the battle phase to you, like in main phase 2 if you want to activate effects, they can't Veiler you or anything. He also good just a poke, and if they don't want to touch him, then you can hit with all your other monsters, like let's say you have a T-King or something, and if they have D-Prisons they can't activate them and stuff. Plus he's just another search for Cobra. 2 Pheasant, the XE killer. For those of you who don't know what he does, when he attacks directly, banish a face-up monster your opponent controls. So if you banish an Xseed, it loses its materials, and then it comes back during the end phase with no materials. So it's like Acid Golem, your opponent would take 2,000 the next turn. Zenmaines is just a useless card after that, and he's just really good. 2 Dragonfly, the last Watt I run. I usually just summon him and smash into like a whatever they have, as long as it's not too big, I won't be taking too much damage, and just grab my Cobra and then just poke to get my searches. So he's really good that way. Also he baits like Torrentials and stuff. If I think they have a Torrential and I don't want to waste one of my watts in my hand, I'll just summon him with, like, say I have a T-King on the field or something. They'll Torrential, blow up my field, then I get a search, which is also really good. Honest. This protects all your lights, like a lot of the cards in the deck are light, and all the watts are light, so it protects your, like, Cobras and stuff, plus they least expect it. Against, like, a Watt deck, you'd be like, oh, these watts, who's going to run Honest, but he's really good, and he also wins games. 2 T-King, he interferes a bit with the deck, but you can just always play around him. Good players know how to play around a T-King if it hurts them, and he also just screws up other decks, which is really good. 2 Doomcow, he's just good just to sit on, and he negates effects, plus he's a dark target. I do run BLS in this build. It's not a chaos build, it's just you can run BLS, so you might as well. 2 Spirit Reaper, side these out against Inzektors, but it's really good because if they're not committing, I have a Pheasant up, let's say, I can just summon him and poke, and I've hit so many cards in hand with this, it's ridiculous. I always just normal summon him. And plus, if they don't want to lose cards in their hand, they'll either warning him or waste an effect file or something, so either way you're getting a card out of their hand or them wasting life points and whatnot, and that's just really good. 1 Gale, he's good just to shrink, he kills like Stardust and stuff, and he's a tuner. And halfway through the tournament, I did realize that I could make Armor Master in this deck. I completely blew over my head that I could run him, so I'm going to be running him. I just got to get one. My friends have them, so I'll just get one off them, but yeah, he's good for that too, and he's a dark target. Sangan searches like everything in your deck except for like BLS and Doomcow and T-King, but he searches like everything else, plus he's a dark target, which is also good. BLS, just a boss card. He's just too good not to run, like he just wins games. You just drop him in your opponent's like, oh crap. And then 2 Veiler. I may main 3 now the priority's gone. I'm not really sure yet. I always draw it at 2, I guess. Like I always seem to have one. So I don't know. I may just keep the 2. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see as the format progresses. For spells, Triple Pot of Duality. It's your only draw. You search a lot, but your draw engine is this because you literally don't special summon except for like with the Dragonfly and like Monster Born. And those are just 3 cards. So yeah, this is like your draw engine. Messenger of Peace stalls my opponent out so bad they can't do anything. If they don't have the MST for this, they're just sitting there, and it really hurts them. Like with the hero decks, my rounds took like 40 minutes against one because I opening hand I drew 2, and then I drew a 3rd one later on, and he finally got rid of my last one, and I had a Spirit Reaper, and he just got really pissed. But yeah, if the life point costs only 100, which is not bad at all, because if you consider it, you're gonna be if you can sit there for 80 turns and not die, then that's good. So yeah, it's just good, and it protects all your watts. Plus your watts get under it, which is also really good. 1 MST, I side 2 more in case I'm battling like a hero deck, which I did side those in. And I think just 1 is okay, because you don't really care about the back row, because you only run little monsters. It's not like they're too devastating if they not MST, but de-prison one of your watts or anything, because they're just wasting their cards to get rid of your little cards, which I also find funny, because people hesitate to Solemn Warning and stuff on like my Cobra, and they really should, because he's like the heart of the deck. The Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, just staples. Then for traps, I run Starlight Road. You run quite a bit of back row, and you do end up having a lot of monsters on the field, and there's a lot of destruction in this format anyways, like Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Torrentals, JDs and stuff. There's a lot of cards that destroy in 2s, so it's just a good card to have. Solemn Judgment, just staple. 2 bottomless. I opt to run this over Warning. I side the Warnings for like Inzectors and stuff that run little monsters, but I find I like bottomless now the priority's gone, because he kills like bigger monsters like BLS and JD, and the Chaos Dragons get hurt with this, because then they can't do their Light Pulsar plays and crap. So yeah, I just like that, and if it's not working, I just side it out. 2 TTs, staple, I guess. This format, I like 2 TT. Compulse, it's better now that priority's gone, but I liked it before anyways because it disrupts plays, and it's just a good card. Then for defense, 2 de-prison and a Mirror Force. You could probably run 3 de-prison and no Mirror Force, or just 3 de-prison and a Mirror Force, doesn't really matter. Now on the extra deck, 2 Utopia, just for level 4 Xyz to have, because you do run a lot of level 4s. Then Utopia Ray to go with that. Zen Maester, if you know or think they have the mind control and you don't want to bring out Utopia, you can just bring out him. Really, it doesn't really matter. Leviathan, just for 1 level 3 to have, just in case. Then for Synchros, Stardust for the Starlight Road, and Scrap Dragon and Thought Roller for level 8s, just to have. Black Rose, because you can bring out level 7s with the Gale, and Scrap Archfiend. I will have an Armor Master, there's only a 14 card extra deck right now. Brionac for level 6, and level 5s, Allied Justice Catastor and Magical Android, and then Armory Arm. So yeah, that's my deck, guys. Subscribe and like the video and comment on any questions or anything, and peace.